Rio of headlines is already swelling around one of European football's most dramatic possible moves. Manchester United are reportedly preparing a jaw-dropping €80 million offer to try to sign Eduardo Camavinga from Real Madrid. And if it happens, the ripple effects will be felt across two giant seasons and the whole transfer market. Camavinga arrived as a teenage prodigy, rose through Rennes into the Bernabeu spotlight. And ever since, he's been the kind of player coaches dream of. Explosive engine, superb reading of space, comfortable on the ball and able to carry the game forward. Those qualities explain why any top club would pay handsomely for him and why a figure like €80 million is credible in today's market. But the real drama in this story isn't just the price tag. It's the tension between potential and durability. At 22, Camavinga has pedigree and highlight reels on his side, but he also brings a worrying injury ledger from the last seasons. Ankle sprains, muscle issues, and a significant abductor tear that curtailed his end to last campaign. And those doubts complicate the math for a club contemplating such a big outlay. Reports in the last 72 hours have insisted United see him as the exact profile Ruben Amorim wants for his 3-4-2-1. Someone who offers energy, defensive balance, and progressive passing in the middle of the park. And after early summer incomings, United appear keen to convert that desire into a statement signing that signals their intent to challenge at the top again. From Real Madrid's point of view, the calculus is brutal. They paid for his promise. They still rate his ceiling, but they also operate in a high-stakes environment where availability equals value. Accepting an €80 million bid would lock in a clear profit compared with early evaluations and free up funds to chase reinforcements. But it would also mean losing a gifted midfield piece with the ability to change games on his day. For Camavinga himself, this is a crossroads. A move to Old Trafford would hand him a starring role in a new project under a coach who seems to believe in him. But it would also shift the spotlight and the pressure. Can he prove his body can withstand the rigours of the Premier League and justify such a transfer fee? The timing is delicate. Fitness tests, pre-season calendars, and a club's willingness to accept risk all collide in the final days of a window where decisions are often rushed and dramatic. Beyond the immediate swap of shirts, the move would reshape team dynamics. United would gain a dynamic central presence that could allow Bruno Fernandes to play with more freedom or let other midfielders slide into roles that suit their strengths. Real would be forced to reconfigure an already packed midfield, perhaps accelerating moves for alternatives or promoting internally. The wider market would take note too. A sale of Camavinga for this fee would be read as a sign that big clubs still back youth potential at scale, even with injury histories, and could push prices for similar young midfielders higher. Fans on both sides are already arguing. United supporters dreaming about adding another star. Madridistas split between frustration and the cold logic of squad management. In the end, this story is as much about risk appetite as it is about talent. Manchester United's willingness to table what some outlets describe as a near €80 million approach signals boldness under Amorim, while Real Madrid's response will reveal whether they trust recovery and retention more than the security of reinvestment. Over the next 48 to 72 hours, the transfer pendulum could swing either way. A deal could blow up into the headlines and change pre-season narratives, or the talks could stall and become another compelling what-if for fans and pundits. Either way, Eduardo Camavinga's name is back at the centre of European transfer conversation. And whether he ends up in red or stays at the Bernabeu, the implications for minutes, roles, and club strategy are enormous and immediate.